Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Good morning. This is day 173 since Richard has been missing. So, yeah. And I wanted to start off by saying, well, I want to say this. Day 173 since Richard vanished. He just vanished. There's no evidence that he ever left Fort Bliss. There's no evidence of him anywhere. So, yeah, he just vanished. And why? So I wanted to start off with showing you something that my mom gave me. Remember I did that live stream and she goes, "Oh, I have a bottle of Chanel. I want to give it to you." So she gave me her bottle of Chanel. I had done a live stream saying, when you get up in the morning, you might feel down. You might feel like you're going up against Goliath and you don't have a chance in this world. You might feel like the world is crumbling in 1,000 different directions around you. But, you get up, you get ready. If you still have that means to do that, you get up, you wash your face, and you move forward. Because if God is for you, who can be against you? And if God is for you, what can man do to you? So you just, like I told you, I had this dream that we are being put in the wilderness for the purpose that we will look to God, depend on God, be compelled to read his word, apply his word, see the beauty in his word, see the justice and the righteousness in his word, and apply it to our lives. And finally, shake off the dust from this toxic culture that has gotten on us. And, do our hair, do our makeup, go forward, So, in the name of Jesus, right? That's how we move forward. So I also, some things that my mom gave me, I wrote some things down so I wouldn't forget. Yesterday, I did have an interview, a Zoom interview with Natasha Paloma. I posted that up. And as I was watching it, I was thinking, wow, light is so important. Lighting is so important. And I really was thinking on how, the word light and let there be light, the Spirit of God was hovering over the deep, the darkness. There was nothing. And he said, the word said, let there be light. And that is such a big statement, because if you are a math person like I am, if you are a science person like I am, engineering person like I am, a financial person like I am, I think in those terms. And when you read, let there be light, first of all, hovering the speed of light, the speed of light, the hovering, that's E equals MC squared. That's E equals MC squared. That's how things, I think that's how Einstein even got his E equals MC squared. And it is so fascinating and remarkable to know that all the formulas that make up our world are very simple. E equals MC squared is very simple. And when I was working on math problems, one math problem could be pages and pages and pages and pages long. But with God, the way he made everything, creation, it's so simple. And it is really remarkable. So light can be like an idea. It can be law. It can be justice. It can be visualization that we can see. Remember, we have that. We're the only planet known, and we can study a lot of planets because of this. We're the only planet. Never feel like you're not privileged to live on this planet, because we're the only planet known to have life, but to have a thin, transparent atmosphere so that we can see by the light that God gives us his glory. Our solar system, our Milky Way, and even beyond the Milky Way. You know, our solar system is in just the right place in the Milky Way that we can see the Milky Way, and we can also be safe from all those big explosions that happen from stars exploding. And we can see beyond the Milky Way into the galaxy. And we can see other Milky Ways and other galaxies. It made me cry for 2 weeks when I saw that Privileged Planet movie. And it was like, we are made to see by light, to see in his light how glorious he is. And why would we ever fear when we have that kind of God? You know, why would we ever fear when he wants to put light, shine light on everything? But you know, there are some people that are instigators for evil, and they will manipulate light. They will manipulate the light to make you look bad. They will manipulate the light on Richard to make him look bad. They will manipulate the light to make anyone they want to look bad. Physically, they'll manipulate it in, with Nastasia Paloma, I thought, the lighting was so bad on me. But that was my fault, right? Plus, yesterday was a hard day, so maybe I had circles under my eyes for a reason. But I'm just saying, you know, light can be manipulated in all the studios. And they can make someone look good, and they can make someone look bad. And then they can manipulate truth to make someone look good and someone look bad. And light is always like a symbolism of truth. You know, let us shed light. Let us know the truth, right? Let's get to the bottom of things. So I think that you really need to meditate on light and how people are using it. Are they using it for good, or are they trying to manipulate it to use it for evil purposes? And in Richard's case, it has always been from the beginning with us, with his family. With his family, they were manipulating the light for us to focus. You know, let us focus on something evil about Richard so that we wouldn't want to come to El Paso, so that we wouldn't even worry about him, so that we would think that he was really an AWOL and deserter instead of missing that. We would think that he had done something nefarious, him. And I think they were reflecting their own selves on him. You know, they were trying to reflect or let us focus on Richard instead of on them. And we were in bed talking, Rob and I, and we were thinking, what were they covering up that they were so nervous at the beginning? Because 36 days had gone by, you would think they would have gone on with life and everything would be calm. And, oh yeah, he's AWOL, he's a deserter, he's out of our hands. I don't have to worry about him now. I don't have to worry about him now that I didn't contact the family. And yet this captain was shaking and at the verge of tears talking to us. The PAO voice was shaky. Okay? So how are they trying to focus the light? Right? Yeah. It really makes you think the worst. And by that, I mean, did they know that someone killed him? Did they know that someone abused him? Did they know that they used a field grade Article 15 to destroy him and really destroy him? These are all questions. I don't have total answers to why. I have answers. I have answers. And I put them out there. They're very, very controversial. It's just like anything. I mean, are we supposed to be in lockstep? Are we supposed to be in lockstep? That is like the Tower of Babel. God doesn't want us to be a Tower of Babel. He doesn't want us to be lockstep. He wants us to be spread out with different thoughts so that we can sharpen each other, so that we could check each other. It's super important. It's these United States for a reason. You don't want to be lockstep. And so that gets me to something else that my mom gave me. She gave me a picture of her mom and dad. I want to share it to you. It's super old. It's before World War II. Okay, so those are my grandparents. And oh, look at my Oma. See her? That's my Oma. When I knew her, she was a little thinner because she had worked so hard. So I guess before World War II, she was living good. And then with World War II ended and having to work really hard, she lost weight. But why I wanted to show you what she was wearing is because she knitted for a living after the war. Well, like at the end of the war and then all after the war, because being German, she was on the losing side. My grandfather had fell in Russia on the Russian front, which was, believe it or not, my Oma was very, very fortunate because many German widows never were contacted. They suffered like us. They were never contacted. They never received a letter. They did not ever receive any possessions from their loved one. They did not know what happened. And why am I showing you that picture? Because my Oma always warned about lockstep. You don't walk in lockstep. You need to have opposing thoughts. Okay? Because one thing that my Oma told me is that all the good men died. And when I asked her, what do you mean? She goes, well, the war was used to get rid of certain people. And it wasn't just the Jews. My Oma, you have to remember, was born in the Siedlung. My grandfather was a crop sharer, or, his brothers, he had 8 brothers. There were 9 brothers in all. 7 of the 9 brothers fell in the war. 7 of the 9 brothers fell in the war. My grandfather being one of them. They were super poor, y'all. Like I said, my Oma was born with a dirt floor. Okay? Germany was a different place than if you're military, what you have experienced in your life. Germany had classes, meaning the poor, the middle class, the upper middle class, the rich, the wealthy, okay? The Jewish people were in the wealthy class. And you might argue with this point because there might have been like a little bit of religious tinge to this, but not really. Not really. Okay, it was all about money, y'all. Because Hitler had to pay for the war. He had to pay for the war. Hold on. I have to open the door for my husband. So, Why am I telling you this? Because, oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'll come right back.